Where are we? Yes, there we are.
Roger, is it true that we have to go through the EU to ask for a nuclear power station to be built? And what happens if they say no?
We don't specifically have to go at the moment to the EU for that. The problem we've got at the moment, though, is that the government has constructed, our government, British government, has constructed an extremely complicated deal with the people who are building the Hinkley nuclear power station, and other people in Europe, I think it's the Austrian government, if my memory serves me right, have actually said, we think your deal in Britain is an infringement of European state aid rules. And they have taken the case to the European Court, and I think I haven't studied the background again to answer this question, so I'm talking from memory, but I think I got it about right. The European Court has a two-stage process. The first stage is they give a sort of preliminary opinion, and then some months later they confirm that opinion. Their preliminary opinion was that the arrangement reached in Britain did infringe state aid rules, and the danger now is that whether it does or not, it'll take 5 years in the European Court to find out. So they are in a position where they can block things on what amounts to a technicality. The other thing is that we have just discovered they are putting forward proposals that would enable the European Union to veto and control any deal that a member state made with an external supplier, and they have in mind particularly Russia. So they want to be able to decide in Brussels what price we buy Russian gas for, and they do not they're not going to let Britain, for example, make its own deal. That is something that we've just read about that they're going to introduce, and of course we shall vote against it. The tragedy is we shall probably lose the vote. And I'm afraid there are circumstances that arise again and again and again in my area, in Stuart's area, right across the board, where we see things that we know are wrong and we vote against them, but we know we're going to lose the vote. And as long as we're in the European Union, we're stuck with it.
Just a supplement to that question. Who's going to actually build it? Is it a conglomerate of China and France, or...?
Well, there are two different things. It's a French company that's building it, but the investment is coming from a number of investors that include, I believe, the Chinese, yes.